Hey guys, this is Tactics coming to you once again with another weapon review. Today we're going to be going over the last of the weapons to cover in the DLC, which would be the LSAT. It's a second support weapon that you get to unlock, and in order to do so, you just need to get 10 C4 kills and 10 knife kills after already unlocking the L86. So let's go ahead and dive into the weapon itself. To start with, I run the gun stock in the beginning of the game, and I go ahead and put some other attachments on later on. And this weapon starts out with a 100 bullet belt feed. That's just the standard. It's a lot, just like a lot of the other belt feed weapons that start with the standard 100. You do get to unlock extended mags after 30 kills. And if you don't like the iron sights, which I don't think are that bad, you do get to unlock 3.4 times scope after 10 kills. And if you don't like that scope, you get the US Hollow after 50. So that's pretty good in regards to your attachments. But let's go ahead and look at some of the other factors of the weapon. To start with, it has a 650 rate of fire, which puts it in the same category as the M240B, the QBB, and the Type 88, and it also ranks it as one of the lowest rate of fire light machine guns in the game. It puts it 100 rate of fire less than the L86 counterpart that came out in the DLC as well. Another thing is it has a 25 max damage, which puts it in the same category as all the other light machine guns minus the big three, which are the PKP, the M60, and the M240B, which all get 34 max damage. I was hoping that DICE would make this weapon 34 max damage as well so that it can compete with those other three weapons. I would definitely suggest using this weapon with the bipod, which comes standard with the weapon. This is not your run and gun style weapon. It has middle of the pack recoil with vertical and horizontal recoil being pretty high. When you're under suppression, this gun kicks like a mule, so even if you have a foregrip on and a flash suppressor, it's still going to kick a lot. It's not going to be very easy to control. So I always suggest just using this weapon to lay down some suppressive fire, covering your teammates, and defending objectives. So bipod all the way for me. Even after I go ahead and switch my attachments, I keep that on. So that's definitely a big heads up for me on that. And other things you need to look at, the muzzle velocity is not really that high compared to all the other weapons. It's right in the middle of the pack. And another factor is the reload time. It's the 5th slowest reload light machine gun in the game, and the only ones that are really behind it would be the M249 and some of the big guys, and I think the Type 88 as well. So it takes 5.6 or 5.7 seconds to reload the belt feed. So keep that in mind when thinking of your weapons. If you want to run and gun, definitely go with, say, the L86, the M27 RPK, maybe the MT36 or the M249. For instance, the M249, which is in the same category for damage as this with it at 25 max, that gun has 850 rate of fire, and it has a much lower recoil that's easier to control than this weapon. So this weapon really doesn't stand out. I don't see a big point to using it. While trying to record some decent gameplay, I really wasn't able to do so. This gun's not that easy to use. You can't just go around and dominate everything in sight. And when you're most successful with this weapon is when you just have a bipod and you're sitting down covering something. So when I was doing TDM, that really wasn't going to benefit me because I didn't have an objective to cover and I really wasn't trying to lay down suppressive fire for my teammate. So overall, my opinion on this gun, it's not that great. Slow rate of fire, damage isn't that high at 25 max, the recoil is quite high, and it's not meant for a run and gun style weapon. So it doesn't stand out in any way for me. I'm not going to be using it. I'm not a light machine gun person to begin with, but when I do, I'm definitely going to be using my run and gun style L86. So I think that really about covers it. Slow reload time is another factor you just got to look at. I really think that DICE messed up with this weapon. They did a great job with all the other weapons in regards to balance, but this one I don't think many people are going to use in the game. So hopefully in the next DLC they come out with Armored Kill, they go ahead and put another light machine gun out that can, say, compete with the big guys, or just and as well as another good run and gun style weapon. But for me, this gun will not be coming out. So this would be the last of the weapon reviews for the DLC, guys. I thank you guys very much for helping me with all the input and giving back feedback that was needed. So next, I'm going to be coming out with the map breakdowns and also the game mode breakdowns. So please let me know what you guys would like me to start with. And like I said, I appreciate everything that you guys have been doing. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the gameplay and have a good rest of the day.
C4's on the ground.